What is the best video game for couples to play? Crusader Kings 2. If your partner doesn't leave you for marrying your hot pagan daughter, then your relationship is true. Also holds up in game. But you can join the Satanists to possess her and ensure her fidelity, then become mad and fall in love with Glitterhoof. Edit, is it possible to possess players though? Unravel 2 is super relaxing and cute. Bought this to play with my wife. She doesn't really play games, but she enjoyed the first one. Gang Beasts, trust me, you will laugh yourselves to death. And if you like that goofy nonsense, Human Fall Flat is a good co-op puzzle game with the same kind of mechanics. Edit, if you guys want to see some gameplay, I highly recommend Funhouse. They have a few hilarious playthroughs that aren't too long. Upvote for Human Fall Flat. It's probably my favorite game ever, and it's great how they've added a workshop too. Overcooked, this game is like marriage counseling for us. We either figure it out and work together, or we let out our frustrations over how fucking incompetent the other person is. It's even more interesting playing it since my girlfriend used to be a line cook and still works in the service industry. Even though it's a game, she would say behind you and get way too into it. Stardew Valley. I didn't know it was a two-player game. That's awesome. It's multiplayer on PC, and maybe Switch. Multiplayer for the PS4 is still coming soon. No idea about the Xbox. Overcooked, if you love a cooperation challenge. It could also ruin your relationship. I had so much fun playing this with my girlfriend until she decided to go on break, then it became just me trying to race the clock. Me, babe, we need to make tomato soup, why are you in the corner? Her, I'm on break. Me, what? Thought this was a Ross situation. Borderlands split screen is great. My husband and I always argue about getting the best loot and guns. Edit, lots of folks saying to duplicate loot. Part of the fun is the competition, we have to get the best things first and wind each other up. It's part of our gaming dynamic. My girlfriend and I are waiting for 3. Can confirm we fight over loot, which usually goes 3 items for her then 1 for me. Good news then. Number 3 is coming with instant loot to prevent fighting over weapons. What you see in a chest is only for you, and she'll see her own loot instead. If fighting over loot is what brings you joy though, I believe it is a toggleable option. Rayman Legends is severely underrated. My wife and I played this to 100%, great couch co-op. Divinity Original Sin 2 was perfect for me and my ex since we are both into D&D. Came here to say DOS 2, my wife and I loved playing through it together. Careful. Upset him and his ex. Shit's gonna go down. My wife and I play Don't Starve together a lot on the PC. We both have our own PCs and it is such a great time. Edit, first ever gold. That is awesome, thanks a ton. Besides DST, my wife and I love playing single-player detective games where you need to solve an overarching mystery. We get addicted and we must complete it together, and she usually watches and helps solve while I do the actual playing. They are a slow burn with hardly any action and are great to spend time with a partner on. Examples are, The Paynes Creek Killings and Return of the Obra Dinners are 2 favorites we spent dedicated time together on. Can't believe I had to scroll this far to see DST. Good choice though, I used to play it with my ex too. Really teamwork building, haha. Edit, my very first silver, thanks friend. Also, when I first commented this, DST was all the way down, hence the scrolling so far. Apparently not good enough teamwork building, frown. My wife doesn't really like video games, but she loves playing co-op Lego Jurassic Park with me. So I think most of the Lego games would work. They are also great if you want to play with your kids. My son and I have played all the Lego video games countless times. They're a blast without being too intense for someone who isn't that into video games. We don't enjoy the newest ones quite as much because they've tried to make them cooler without adding any challenge. Tap O repeatedly while your character does cool moves, but they're still fun. I'd recommend Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, and Lego Batman 2, to start, especially if you're a fan of any of those franchises. Edit, people have shamed me for leaving off Lego Star Wars, the complete saga, and they are right to do it. It's an awesome Lego game. Next year there's Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker saga, and I'm counting down the days. I'm not a hardcore gamer, but my fiancé plays several first-person shooters and things like that. We both play the Lego games because we can both complete them 100% every time, and it's a fun goof-off game that isn't too serious. The bugs get to us every now and then, but nothing like a good gaming session and some good conversation while we wait for the game to unfreeze every now and then. Humans fall flat. My so and I play Dead by Daylight as survivors. We get frustrated together when the killer is good, and we cheer together when the killer is bad. Perfect bonding experience. We can also vouch on this one: if you don't take yourselves seriously you can have a lot of fun. Castle Crashers. Battle Block Theater by the same team is awesome too. Portal and Portal 2. Wait. There's Coop in Portal 1? I think he just means trying to solve the puzzles together. A lot of single-player puzzle games can be played co-op like that. Mario Kart. It's all fun and games until you get blue-shelled at the finish line on the third lap. All depends on what kind of games you're into, but me and my wife have really enjoyed Minecraft. She loves to build, I love to explore and set up farms and shit. Resident Evil 5, nothing is as ostentatious a show of love as saving your wife from a chainsaw man, or vice versa. Edit, vice versa as in me saving her from the chainsaw man. Though I guess in the end he is the one who truly needed saving. Rayman Legends, good platforming fun. You can easily knock your friends into their death though, so this one is a marriage tester. Gang Beasts, with other friends as well. She loves this game. Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1/2/3, finding the first two may be tedious, edit, to find, but the third is out on Switch and very solid if you like arcade brawlers. Divinity, Original Sin, 1 and 2. Local co-op on PS4 and I think PC as well. We love this game. It's basically D&D in video game form. Dungeons and Dragons. We play 3.5e cores, that's what we learned on. I DM 2 campaigns that she is a player in, and we also play in 2 other campaigns that are DM'd by different friends of ours. She also just likes to watch me play more cinematic games like The Last of Us, which she was very invested in. We switch off games like Splatoon 2 and Katamari as well. I strive to be in as many D&D games as you are. Hot damn. We have a very regular work schedule and we don't go to all of them weekly. The 2 I don't DM switch of every other Sunday. The 2 I do DM happen every now and then, just kinda whenever people have time. Any of the Lego games, though I'm particularly fond of Lego Lord of the Rings. They're very entertaining and all have split-screen co-op. Sims, since time is accelerated in the game you can find out if you will eventually get a divorce and just get it over with. If you're so is into action games, Borderlands, Sniper Elite, Left 4 Dead. Also Battle Royals. If you're so is into non-violent games, Stardew Valley, Factorio, Minecraft, Terraria, Starbound, Don't Starve Together, etc. If you're so is not used to video games, story-driven games you can play together such as the Red Strings Club, Oxenfree, Life is Strange, Telltale games in general. If you're so is into board games / party games, Monster Prom, Tricky Towers, Town of Salem, etc. Would also recommend Dungeon of the Endless, Coop Tower Defense Dungeon Crawler, and The Escapists 2, Silly Prison Break Sim. Seeing Terraria in non-violent games. Player was removed from world by boulder flashbacks. Well, the game itself is not very violent. The real violence is raging after getting wrecked by expert mode Skeletron for the 27th time. Terraria is pretty fun for co-op. Came here to say this as Terraria is our go-to game to play together. My wife never got into 3D FPS controls, but grew up playing Mario and DK, so the 2D approach in Terraria is great for her. It's a lot of fun, and it works well using phones, tablets as well. 1.3 is finally coming. Edit, little did I know it was released today. Wife and I played through Divinity, Original Sin. The pacing and co-op elements were great, and we both enjoyed the writing. Plus you can save basically any time, which makes it good for nights where we didn't have a ton of time. Here are the games my BF and I play. Most of the games we play are PC games and we play with controllers. I will note if they are not PC. We are both game nerds, so we play some obscure things sometimes. Overcooked, my guy, and I love it. It is challenging, silly and fun. It is also a coop-style game, so you need to communicate, plan and support to be able to complete some of the super hard levels. Supports up to 4 players. Cuphead, OMG hard, side-scrolling shooter game done in the style of 1930s cartoons, hand-animated, and a Netflix show coming out soon. I suck at it, but we still have fun with it. For up to 2 players. Lego games, Xbox 360, fun, nostalgic, story-based and lots of game options. We are currently playing Lego Star Wars and Pirates of the Caribbean. Various emulator games, we have played arcade games on emulator, last one was TMNT Arcade, later got to play the actual machine at a convention and beat it. We have even played games that are older than us, both 37. Stardew Valley or Barbar is You. No game has simultaneously made me feel like both a genius and a complete and utter moron like Barbar is You did. Usually those two feelings are within minutes of one another, sometimes seconds. Little Big Planet. My husband and I have never laughed harder when we were playing the Boomtown level and one of us kept setting off the bombs. 100% agree. Love this game. Never laughed so hard in my life than when I was playing with my husband and he somehow glitched and got stuck under the dog in the beginning. Then the dog dragged him through the entire level, all while he kept trying to get out. The amount of accidental deaths in the chaos had me dying from laughter till I couldn't grip the controller anymore. Lol. Keep talking and nobody explodes. I know a couple that plays Destiny 2 together a lot, they have a good time. Also a big +1 for Minecraft. Minecraft is an absolute unit of multiplayer. My GF, best friend, and I play together a lot and it's a blast. Edit, I was trying to be wholesome, guys. How though? Is there a nice easy way to host a vanilla server and share a world? That's all I've wanted, and every time I've looked into it I've run out of patience quickly. Edit, okay, now I understand. RIP my inbox. Thanks for all the suggestions, guys. We'll be looking into all of them, thanks. Smile. Snipper clips. It's for 2 people and it's where people work together. It's even better at making your friends hate you than Mario Party. Pink. WTF are doing pink? You fucking snipped me. Why I had the perfect fit, you dope. Fireboy and Water Girl 3, The Ice Temple. F to Flash, F. Lovers in a Dangerous Space-Time. You both pilot a spaceship and have to cooperate to complete the levels. It's super fun and the music is great. It's a really great game and it's even better with more players. But I only have one girlfriend. Frown.